Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel. It's your boy LR, once again bringing you the best in collectibles and all things pop culture. What we have today here, something I come to expect and was waiting for a minute. It is the MMS, what is that, 508 Leia herself, Leia Organa from Empire Strikes Back. As you can see, as beautiful as she always is, Carrie Fisher. Shout out to her, rest in peace. This right here is a figure that, you know, pretty much everyone, I would say, has been expecting and been waiting on. So to finally have it in hand is glorious and, you know, rewarding. We are going to review this figure today. As always, we always take a look at the box art just to see what we have on the outside of the packaging. You know, I am happy to say that UPS delivered this in pristine condition, no blemishes, no scratches, no nothing, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, let's just dive right on in it. Again, this is Leia Organa from Empire, Princess Leia herself. This is from the Cloud City scene. You know, pretty much Hot Toys always delivers the best in quality when it comes to head sculpts, the detail in their figures, but you know, this one, especially when all their Leia figures, to me, they do an incredible job at you know, detailing and making sure the head sculpt is on point. And you know what? It's funny because this character, I always say, basically, if they did like a young version of Leia, Millie Bobby Brown to me could play, because it's an uncanny resemblance. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump right on into this unboxing and review. We do have this box in front of us. Again, it's the MMS 508 Leia Organa. You can see the labeling at the bottom here. You know, they actually had that label on the outside of the box. They've done this for a while now. I'm kind of happy that they continue to do it this way. It is the Star Wars movie accurate figure itself. We have the Hot Toys label at the very bottom. As we turn this figure to the side here, you also see Leia Organa in a totally different pose. More of a relaxed pose, more of a concerning look on her face, but you know, Carrie Fisher herself has done a bang-up job to make this character extremely iconic. On the back, as always, we get the warning label. We get all the detail, everything that we actually come to expect from these boxes, with also everyone involved, from the head sculpts to the tailoring, everything. So, yep, this is what we get on the back. On the side here, of course, we turn to the other side. It's a continuation of the actual band on the side. We have Princess Leia Organa. But yeah, this is what we actually got from the outside of the actual box. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, because let's actually do that now. Let's take a look here. Crack this box open. So normally I just go into the accessories, but in this case, we'll actually get a chance to see what's on the inside. Sorry about that right here. We actually have this beautiful, beautiful display insert on the inside of the actual box. And they have been hinting and teasing us for a while about this guy right here. You already know, the Bespin Han. Once that is released and once we finally see that, the internet's going to go nuts. The collecting community is going to go nuts, as we have been waiting for this figure for the longest time. So I can't wait to get this finally in hand and pose these two together, make an iconic scene, an iconic setting from the Cloud City. But this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful look at what it looks like and what it will look like to have both of them standing together. So I can't wait. But I do love the box, the insert on the inside of the box. You know, we get these with Star Wars. Very beautiful. I hope they continue to do stuff like this because I love it. Shouts out to Hot Toys. Do a bang-up job. But yeah, without further ado, let's crack this open. We're going to look at the accessories first. After we go through all the accessories, we're going to bring that figure out herself. Take a look. Let's move on. Okay, as you can see, we have all of Leia's accessories out, which, yeah, we come to expect it wouldn't really be that much, especially for this figure. All we get basically with her, as you see, is one pair of hands, left, right. We get the figure stand here, so it basically does have the Bespin backdrop. But I like, that it actually has the silver trimmed Princess Leia logo on the front of the actual stand. What we come to expect, but I do like the design, the pattern of the Bespin Hall, or, pretty much the location where they were when her and Han were having a conversation. But yeah, this is basically like the backdrop for it. I mean, just the, floor, I guess the actual marble interior, as you want to say, of the stand itself. But, pretty much the same level of stands we would come to get, and from Hot Toys. So nothing really different there, but like I do like the display. And then we actually get this right here. Now this is basically the backdrop that you get with the figure stand. I do believe it might be able to fit in my detail, so I shouldn't have a problem. I don't know, haven't really tested it out yet, but I think I'll be able to fit it in there. It'll look really nice behind Leia. But yeah, I do like the detail in that. This comes inside of the actual box itself. You can see like the interior design, like the wall pattern design, which I guess, if a lot of people didn't really pay attention to that scene, you would have never really noticed, and taking a guess is how it would actually look. But I do like that pattern, I like the design, and I like what we pretty much get with that. But yeah, like I said, her accessories are very minimal. We don't actually get a lot. I didn't actually put out the wrist pegs with this because you pretty much know already that when we get these figures, you do get an extra set of wrist pegs that you would utilize just in case one of them are actually broken. But yeah, this is all we have as far as the accessories. So without further ado, let's bring out that figure, take a look at her and her exquisite glory, and we'll take it from there. We are back. It's your boy LR. And who do we have in front of us right now? The beautiful, the one and only Leia Organa herself, Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher. Really speaks for itself. This is a beautiful figure. It is. All the way around, from the tailoring to the head sculpt itself. I will start with the actual head sculpt itself because, like I said, I mean, that right there, it just speaks volumes. Look at that. That is her, Carrie Fisher. The likeness is amazing. I mean, extremely amazing. The detail and the quality that we get in this actual figure is amazing, all the way around. And I like the simple fact that with this particular figure, we've gotten sculpted hair. We didn't get, I like sculpted hair more so in certain figures. For some figures, it does work to have like more realistic hair itself, but I think the sculpted hair, pretty much gives you more of, a detailed look at the figure for what it is and what it represents, especially with this head sculpt. I mean, I can't say much of, too much more about it. As I zoom in, you could just see how amazingly beautiful that is. And let me, I want to remove the backdrop just a little bit so you can have an idea of what you're getting with this figure. Yeah, I love it. I mean, if I'll turn it to the side, basically get a chance to look at Leia herself, just the quality in that. We'll take it back a little bit, everything about this figure I do love. It's an amazing figure to basically have in hand, in all its glory. But as you can see, like I said, I mean, it's a beautiful figure. Like the head sculpt, they nailed it. Hot Toys nails it as always. The sculpted hair almost actually looks realistic. And I hope, hopefully, like from the response that Hot Toys gets, they'll take a cue from that. I want to stop it right here for a second, and I want to zoom in because there was quite a few individuals that I basically know that when they had this figure, they said that it actually came with a seam around the sculpt. Now, I want to zoom in because, like I said, I don't have it. And let me kind of turn these lights down a little bit. I know with some of these figures, the lights can be a tad bit harsh, so I'll turn that down a bit. But as you can see, yeah, there doesn't seem to be, I mean, I didn't actually, at least myself, I didn't actually get any type of, you know, any issues. I don't actually have a seam in between the head sculpt for mine. I know a lot of other people said that they did have a problem with their head sculpt when it comes to the seam that actually split down the middle, but I didn't get it. It's there, but it's not so, you know, there in your face. You know, it's not something that's completely noticeable. I'm just in awe about the head sculpt, about Leia itself. So yeah, that head sculpt is perfect. As we zoom out a bit and we take a look, I'll turn the lights back on because now it's not so harsh, but if we take a look at the detail in the costuming, I mean, look at that. I mean, from the stitching, from everything. Now, I will say that with her gown, or the outer gown itself, it does come with, at the very bottom, it does have wiring. So, you know, if you wanted to go ahead and go through a couple of dynamic poses, you can futz that around a little bit to kind of give it the look that you might be going for. But it does have wiring pretty much down at the bottom. So sometimes, I mean, that's the one thing about it I can say. Sometimes it gets a tad bit annoying, but then again, I haven't really done too much to it. As you can see on the inside, it does have, like, you can actually see where it has drapery inside. It has like a lining on the inside, a lining pattern that kind of matches the outfit itself. So that's beautiful, as always. Yeah, the costuming, everything, you know, mainly fits there. So I do love it. As we go up, you can see, like I said, it's detailed throughout the entire costume. I do love it. It's amazing. The clothing looks really, really good on her. You know, we could take it back. You can see how big, you know, the pattern itself works the whole way around this figure. The detail and the pattern on that actual gown is incredible. And you can tell that they paid close attention to the stitching and the detail that was on film. So what you actually get on film, you get with this figure, pretty much. Even though it has minimal in accessories, I would most definitely say it's a figure to have. Any figure that you get with Carrie Fisher's likeness, sorry about that, can't really talk today, but likeness, you want to purchase. I mean, she's an icon, cultural icon. She brought this character to life. Leia is the foundation of, I would say, the film itself, and it's a beautiful figure to have in hand. Everything about it is beautiful, so you want to most definitely take a look at it, get it. I would, if you haven't already gotten it, you can pre-order it now. You can pretty much pick it up, I believe, right now, Hot Toys or Sideshow. Sideshow has it available. I'll actually put the link at the very bottom of this video where you can pick it up and have one for your own. But yeah, I love it. I love everything about it. I'll probably pose her a certain way. Like I said, she'll probably stand alone right now until we get that Bespin Han. But yeah, I can't say enough about this figure. I can't say enough about what you get, how beautiful it is, and what you'll come to expect once you get it in hand. I even like, basically, like the shoes. It has like that gloss effect on her flats. You know, very detailed there. I mean, the color palette is incredible. Yeah, honestly, I can't say enough about this figure. Like, get it in hand, have it in hand. You know, you wanna, you know, if you haven't already gotten her, again, get her. You will not be disappointed. I'm not. I'm also gonna get that the Return of the Jedi Leia that we get her on Endor. Doing the speeder bike chases, basically her military tactical outfit that she wore. I'll have that one as well. But yeah, and let me put, like I said, like this is, now the one thing I wanted to say about this, again, this backdrop here, the only annoying thing I would actually say is that they could have did something better. I mean, it's a styrofoam. Over time, you can tell that it's going to get a bit of discoloration. You got to be really delicate with it. But, you know, that's the one annoying thing about it, is they could have spent more time with that. You know, the detail, yeah, it's come to expecting. Yes, it is accessory, but at the same time, we want it to last long. And on top of that, it's not really hard to place this on the back of the stand because it actually comes magnetized. So all you have to do is stick it on exactly like that, and it stays in place. So it's just that easy. But yeah, all in all, like I said, I mean, it's an A+ for this figure. Anything Star Wars, of course, is going to be an A+ for me, especially when I purchase it. But yeah, I hope you like it. If you haven't already gotten it, get it in hand now. It will be a hot commodity, and trying to get this on second markets, you know, they're going to upcharge as always. But you can get it through Sideshow. I'm pretty sure you can get it through Big Bad, but I always go through Sideshow because they never steer me wrong. I'll get all my collections and collectibles from them. But yeah, that's all we have for this figure. Again, I'm LR for the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube page. You can follow me on Instagram as well as Facebook. And again, if you like this video and like what you see in all my videos, you want to hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and always prepare for my next video. Peace and love, and as always, may the force be with you.